Imagine a system is evolving, learning, and adapting. But what if I told you that the feedback you trust could lead it astray? It might sound surprising, but the overlooked risks of relying on user feedback in training AI systems could be more dangerous than you think. Many people see user feedback as the key to improvement. It seems intuitive, right? However, not all feedback is created equal. What if the input you rely on is skewed, biased, or even harmful? Suddenly, your AI isn't just learning, it's learning the wrong lessons. Picture this: you ask a group of users about a new feature, and they rave about it. But what if that feature inadvertently reinforces existing biases? You could end up amplifying the very issues you aimed to fix. This is the hidden danger behind seemingly positive feedback. Let's dig deeper. Say you are developing a chatbot to assist customers with sensitive issues. Say you are developing You incorporate user feedback, adjusting responses based on what people say they want. But without a critical eye, you risk creating a bot that misreads emotional cues, leading to disastrous outcomes for users in distress. This isn't just a misstep, it's a potential crisis. Now, consider a fitness app that relies heavily on user input to customize workout plans. Users rave about high-intensity training, pushing their limits. But behind the scenes, the app's algorithms might ignore crucial health data, putting individuals at risk of injury if their bodies aren't ready for such extremes. Is that feedback truly beneficial, or is it a ticking time bomb? As more users share their experiences, the system can become increasingly detached from reality. What once seemed like a helpful tool may spiral out of control, trapping you in a cycle of chasing validation while overlooking the underlying risks. So, what can you do? The solution isn't just totally more on user feedback, it's about dissecting it. Look closely at the context and analyze the demographics. Are you engaging a diverse user base? Different voices can reveal blind spots you never knew existed. As you navigate this landscape, remember the most valuable feedback often comes from those willing to challenge the status quo. Encourage dissent and critical thinking. It's not about pleasing everyone, it's about grasping the deeper implications of what you hear. Before you go, take a moment to reflect: are you truly listening to the feedback, or just hearing what you want to hear? The next time you gather insights, approach it with a fresh perspective. Embrace the complexities, and you might unlock a new layer of understanding. If you found this perspective intriguing, think about how you can apply it in your own world. Dive deeper into the feedback you receive. The risks are real, but the rewards can be transformative. Your ACE future could depend on it. What if I told you that your favorite app might not really understand you? It sounds odd, right? But even the most advanced AI can misinterpret your feedback, putting everything you love at risk. Imagine leaving a glowing review for an app that's transformed your life. You felt heard and validated. But what if that feedback is actually leading the AI astray? This is happening now, and you might not even notice. Many overlook a significant danger: relying too heavily on user feedback can create a disconnect. When AI systems focus on what users say instead of what they truly need, it invites chaos into our digital lives. The consequences may be subtle, but they are profound. Picture this: you're excited to try a new feature, but instead of enhancing your experience, it complicates things. You report the issue, but your feedback gets misunderstood. The A learns the wrong lesson, thinking your complaint is just noise, leaving you frustrated. This isn't just a one-time issue, it's a recurring pattern. Many companies fail to realize that the feedback loop isn't as straightforward as they think. Misinterpretations occur when developers chase trends instead of genuinely engaging with users. You're not alone in feeling unheard. Think about those times you felt ignored by a digital assistant. The more you interact, the more you realize it just isn't getting you. Each misstep adds to your confusion and dissatisfaction. Now, let's raise the stakes. What if this miscommunication doesn't just affect your experience but threatens the entire ecosystem of AI tools? We're on the edge of innovation and disaster if we don't address this. Our voices could unintentionally become the seeds of malfunction. So, what can we do? It starts with awareness. We need to recognize that feedback isn't always perfect. AI systems require context, not just raw data. Developers must learn to listen critically, not just gather responses. But here's a thought: what if you, as a user, could drive this change? Imagining if everyone expressed their feedback with intention. What if every review could guide AI in the right direction, helping it become smarter and more intuitive? In this fast-paced world, understanding the overlooked risks of user feedback is just helpful, it's essential. So next time you share your thoughts, consider the impact it could have. Your voice matters, but so does how it's interpreted. Remember, we're in a partnership with technology. The more mindful we are, the better our digital experiences will be. Let's start a conversation about making AI truly listen, not just hear. If this resonates with you, please share your thoughts below. Your insights could spark a much-needed dialogue. Imagine using an AI assistant when it suddenly suggests something that makes you uncomfortable. You might wonder, how did it come to that conclusion? One of the biggest risks lies in the feedback we provide. Many people don't realize how fragile the foundation of AI really is. The system designed to learn and improve from user input can easily spiral into chaos, and this hidden risk is often overlooked. Every time you rate a response or correct an answer, you are feeding the system. But what if that feedback is based on impulse, bias, or misinformation? It's akin to teaching a child using only your flawed perspective. Now, imagine you're at a restaurant where the waiter keeps getting your order wrong. You leave a negative review, but what if that review led the restaurant to change their entire menu? Suddenly, everyone suffers because of one person's reaction. Now, scale that up to millions of users influencing AI training. If just a few voices are loud enough, they can distort the entire dataset. The problem intensifies when you consider how echo chambers in online communities amplify this effect. Have you noticed how social media can magnify extreme opinions? That same dynamic can seep into AI training, resulting in systems that reinforce biases instead of eliminating them. This creates a dangerous cycle that's hard to break. Here's the improved version of the script: chunk feedback that comes from flawed sources can reinforce stereotypes, misinterpret cultural nuances, or even lead to harmful recommendations.